Hi there, my name is David Bond. I'm the Pilates coordinator here at Lifetime River North in downtown Chicago. This is my video submission for the Peak MIT training program for Reformer One, training a client. This is my client Lisa, who has graciously agreed to do several videos as we practice for the level 1 Peak Reformer. As a note, we are using the new Bassi equipment, which is larger than the traditional Pilates equipment, and it features a locking mechanism on every setting. So I will be assisting with some of the transitions just to maintain the flow of the session. All right. So now, without further ado, let's get started. You'll come up to the front, cross the arms, gracefully take a seat as you lie down. Bring those toes to the foot bar for footwork toes, and press out. As you're lengthening out, really keeping that core nice and tight, really feeling those inner thigh muscles, outer glutes almost wrap as you lengthen out and press. Almost feeling the back of those legs in your seat almost draw yourself back into that home position. One more. Arches. Getting that nice little stretch in the foot. Even though you're laying down in that carriage, think about that nice long reach, keeping those collarbones nice and wide. Good. Drawing yourself all the way in. Nice job. Two more like this. And heels. Flexing those toes back towards your shins. And as you're pressing out, really feel the activation of those glutes in your seat. So really engaging with those powerhouse muscles. Nice job keeping the abdominals scooped, almost as if you're pulling those front floating ribs down. Nice, and return. Two more. Coming under those toes for tendon stretch. Press all the way out, lengthen up, and then lengthen all the way down, and lengthen all the way up. So down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Working on that nice smooth range of motion. So you get that great stretch at the bottom and that muscular contraction of those calves at the top. Nice job pressing through those first 2 toes to keep those ankles nice and parallel, but keeping all 5 toes on the foot bar. Last 2. And as you lift up, bring the carriage all the way in. Good. And reaching up, grabbing those straps, I will remove the foot bar for the 100. Okay. So bring the elbows down by your side. Now, curl up, extend the arms and the legs out to your working position, and 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 2. 10, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. There you go, great. So nice strong arms with those triceps, almost like you're tapping the top of the table. And every time you breathe out, really feeling those abs scoot down towards that carriage. Nice job. And having those nice strong arms, keeping those collarbones wide. There you go. And really pressing those legs together so you activate those center line muscles. Maybe trying to curl up just a teeny tiny little bit. Last 10, 9. 2, hold that thought, bend the knees in, roll yourself down. Good, arms to the ceiling, put both straps in one hand. You can swing yourself up to remove those 2 middle springs as I remove the headrest for pulling straps, laying down. So you keep the legs comfortable in that shelf position, pull the hands straight down the hips and lower. You can keep the head down for now. Just really pull the back side of that body. Almost like you're reaching down towards the carriage. And even as those arms come up, really keeping that bottom rib down on the carriage. Last reach and pull here. Moving to the circles as you come up out to the side and down around. Nice, smooth, continuous range of motion. And as the arms float up, keeping the shoulders down without grinding into that shoulder block. Last circle this direction and reverse. Good. Almost like you're going to reach those arms wide towards each wall of the studio. Last two. Last circle here, arms come all the way to the top, bring them down to the hips for triceps. And then just bend those elbows, press and reach. Really work on that extension as you lengthen so you really feel those triceps. As you're reaching those arms long, here you go, keep the collarbones nice and wide, because nobody wants to slouch in the spring. As you press those hands down, pulling that belly button down. One more. Float the arms straight up to the ceiling, bring the carriage all the way in, both straps in one hand as you curl the hips up, coming into short spine massage. Right. Then you'll press all the way out on one. Bring the legs in, float the hips up and over, bring the carriage all the way home, bend those knees down, and then just lengthen that spine down, like just sort of just laying one little vertebra at a time, and then hips, heels in, lengthen out on one, up, reach, up and over. Almost like you're gonna make that spine longer as you roll it down that carriage. Keep that seat nice and tight as you float up, controlling it down. And then scoop as if you're pulling those front floating ribs away from those thighs. Come on down, last one. Nice. Last little scoop. Rolling down nice and even. Good. Now, one last time, you're going to curl your hips up to bring the carriage home as you come out of those straps. Put both straps in one hand. You can put the straps away as you swing yourself up to the side. We're going to come to stomach massage series. And then we're going to add our springs. Mat here. Let's go ahead, hop on to the reformer, coming to Pilates stance on the bar, wrapping those hands outside. Okay. Then press all the way out. Lower, lift, draw it in, and press. Good, nice strong legs. Maintain that turnout so you feel that length, almost that spiral through those hips. Good, way to keep that breastbone right over those hips. Last two. And your last one here. Keep the feet on the bar, reach between the legs, remove that middle red spring for reaching back with stomach massage. Chest up nice and high, and then lengthen out. Lower, lift, draw that carriage in. So as you're looking at that posture in the mirror, keeping those shoulders down nice and wide. Good strong legs. And almost drawing that carriage in with your legs. Lower, lift, draw it in. Two more. Last one. Reach between the feet, move that next middle spring. So for arms reaching, arms will come up, chest will come up, just press straight out, draw yourself straight in. Good, working to keep those sit bones as steady as you can on that carriage as you take the carriage out. As you come in, think about that length through your spine. This will be the last one, then you're gonna add a twist to the right side. Press out, twist, and center. Good, and return. So as you rotate, eyes follow the hand. Really feel those left back muscles as you lengthen out and twist. Last one on each side. Imagine spiraling a little taller. Great, you can come off the reformer, grab the long box for long box pulling straps, 1 and 2. You're gonna lower the foot guard, coming down to a single middle spring. As you set the box at the front, you're gonna grab the straps and bring your hands to the front corners of the box. Lay yourself down on your stomach, collarbones-ish with the top, scooting up on those straps. Bring the hands outside the wood frame, keeping the palms facing the frame. Imagine you're pulling the abs up, glutes engaged. Pull those hands straight back to the hips. As you draw back, almost feeling those shoulder blades glide together towards that spine. 2 more, almost as if you're pulling those abdominals up as you pull those hands. Last pulling here. Everything down, slide your hands down to the cloth for pulling straps 2. Bring those arms nice and wide out to the side like a big T. Pull those pinkies straight back to those hips and then straight out to the side. As you pull in, try not to rotate the hand, just straight back, straight out. Really loving the engagement of this muscle right there. Last one. Great job. You can put those straps away, gracefully come off the box. We're gonna pivot to short box abs. So here, this is where we unspring the reformer to get the strap underneath. You can grab the strap with one hand, wrap yourself on. So short box abs round. Gonna wrap those arms around your waist, soften that spine like a soft letter C, maintaining that scoop as you round yourself backwards till you're feeling challenged, and then round yourself forward over that starting position. So tuck and round it back. As you're coming forward, imagine you're almost trying to round up over those arms. So still trying to create a little space in that torso. Nice, last time. Staying right there, you can reach under, grab the bar for short box flat. Float the arms up to the ceiling. Imagine you're almost gonna get those biceps by your ears. Softening the shoulders down. And just lean straight back till you feel that little shake, challenge right there. Then exhale, come on up. Don't worry, it'll look amazing on video. And hinge. Nice. And as you're coming up, think about making yourself a little taller. Yes. Almost as if you're gonna lengthen that waist, scooping the belly in. Last one here. For side to side, lean forward just a little bit. And as you side bend to the right, bring that armpit over that front corner of the box, lengthen yourself up. And left. Working that opposition, so planting the left hip as you bend to the right, getting that nice side stretch. Last one, each direction. And really pressing wide into those straps to facilitate that stability. Good, little twist and reach. So arms up nice and tall, twist to the right, lean on that long diagonal, feel those left obliques to come up, center, twist, long diagonal lean, pulling everything in towards that midline. You're lacing up your favorite corset. Great, last one each side. Good, long waist, obliques up. Little twist. Good job. You can put the bar under, coming into tree. So you'll pull that right leg out, sit up nice and tall as if you're almost going to perch up on those sit bones. Bring that forearm under. So So keeping that spine up nice and tall, just stretch that leg 3 times. Hold up at the top. Walk your hands towards the ankle, bend that spine, coming in towards that leg. Rock yourself back, plant that right tree to the ceiling. Walk the hands down for a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Chin in, use those abs and those hands to walk back up that tree. Give yourself a little stretch at the top and down. 3, 2, 1, kapow, and up. And your last one here. You want to give yourself a little bit more of a stretch and then chin in. Good, give yourself a little teeny stretch at the top. Rock yourself forward, bring that ankle to your opposite thigh. You can press that knee down, getting a little extra stretch, and then switch sides. Tree up nice and tall, hook, keep that spine nice and flat, extend that leg out, a little stretch. Good, almost like as you sit up tall, drawing those sit bones together, hold the leg up, walk your hands towards the ankle, bend that spine, round it in, hold that shape as you rock back, plant that tree, walk it down, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Exhale, chin first, abs, hands, stretch, and walk it down. And this next one, you'll just bring your hands to the floor, just kidding. Good, little stretch. Great, little stretch at the top. Awesome. Rock yourself forward, bring your ankle to that opposite knee, lean forward and stretch. And then pivot to the side for side sit-ups. As you get yourself set up, having that one nice long diagonal line, having that top shoulder back, bring the hand up by the head, other hand bend down towards that headrest, and then up. Great job stabilizing that pelvis, getting that little stretch at the bottom, and contract. Last 2. Keeping that head nice and stable on that neck. You're just bending that spine. Beautiful. Bring the hand down to the headrest. You can come down to that forearm. Reach the arm towards the window. Big stretch. Then hand to the head. Obliques. Hand to the head. Up. And other side. Okay. So you bring your hand down to that headrest. You got that one long diagonal. Straight here. Left hand. Abs tight, right hand, down a little stretch, and lift. So feeling that little length on the way down, that big contraction on the way up. One more time. Bring the right hand down, and come down to that forearm. Big reach over towards the street, big stretch, so tall. Good. Left hand behind the head, right hand behind the head. Bring yourself all the way up. You can come forward and dismount. You can take the box and the bar back as we get ready for the long stretch series. Unspringing the reformer to get rid of the strap, adding on 2 red springs. Lifting that headrest. So as you get on, hand, foot, right into that steel beam, long stretch, keeping everything nice and tight. Press back from those shoulders, and then draw it right back in. Nice, looking good, being strong in that upper back. There you go. Keeping that seat tight, that engagement of that whole lower body. Last one. Draw the carriage all the way in for elephant as you bring your heels to those shoulder blocks. Float the hips up, and you're going to round that spine and look up towards your belly as you're going to do a little scoop. And now just lengthen out with those legs, lifting those toes. Exhale in. Breathe in and out. Yes. So working a little bit on that power on the end. Just 2 more. Last one. Moving to stork. Pour your right knee to your chest, pointing that foot. Keep that knee as tight as you can. Lengthen out with that left. And and in. Great job. Yep, stabilizing those hips. There you go. Last two. Your last one. Right foot comes down. Try to stay in the center as you pull that left knee in tight. Point that foot. Last two. Last one like this. Even though it's a big step, try to step off the reformer. There we go. Great job. So after long stretch series, we're gonna come down to frog and leg circles. You can get rid of that headrest. You can lay yourself down. Actually, you can keep the headrest right where it is. Yep. There you go. So you're gonna curl the hips up to bring your feet to the straps. And you just come right down into frog, press out. So it's just like your footwork on the foot bar. So really maintaining that heel connection, heel to seat, engaging those inner thighs. Right. Last time. Leg circles as you take the legs up, open them a little wider than the former. Down and around. Work on that nice smooth range of motion, almost like you're loosening that ball and hip socket joint. Keeping that belly button down as you circle the legs. Last circle this direction. And then reverse. Good. Keeping that pelvis nice and still as you pull down for that connection of the hamstrings and the glutes. Two more. And you bend into frog, then you're going to curl your hips up to bring the carriage all the way home. You can take those straps out and put the straps away. Then you're going to come up and off to the side for a little knee stretch series. Again, hand, foot, and then knee stretch series. So knees will come down, feet will go back against the shoulder blocks. Bring the hips back a little bit, rounding that spine, looking into that belly and relaxing these. Now just press out front of those legs, exhale in. Yes. So every time coming back into that little curl with that, yeah, let's, aha, two. Nice. Stay here, flatten the spine as you bring the carriage all the way in. Flatten it right there, and then press out, pull in. Last one here. Now coming to knees off, so bring that spine forward, curl that, float the knees up just a little bit, and press out and pull. Always trying to get that little curl if you can, yes. Stabilizing that upper body as you pull that belly in. I know, so close. You only have 74 left. 2, 1. Gracefully dismount. Okay, for a little running pelvic lift. So as you come on down, bring the toes to the foot bar parallel. Reach the arms nice and long. Press out. And bend one knee and reach and press and reach. Good. That nice stretch through each heel. Keeping that pelvis nice and still. Almost as if you're trying to bounce a ball right off that kneecap to the ceiling. 2 and 1. Draw the carriage all the way in. You're going to come onto those arches nice and wide on the foot bar. Act like you're almost hooking that foot. Peel the hips up to a little half bridge, lengthen all the way out. Really use those hamstrings, draw yourself right back in. And notice as you curl that tailbone, really blending those floating ribs into the rest of the torso. Last 2. And your last 1. Roll the hips down nice and smooth, gracefully dismount for a little lunge and hands-on stretch. So from here, So stepping to the center of the carriage, bring your hands to the foot bar. Good, now bring your right ball of the foot to the foot bar. You're gonna heel toe your left foot back so it's on the inside edge right there. Now bending that right knee forward, try to square those hips. Now just stretch out with that right leg and in and out. One more. So kneecap straight forward. You're gonna pivot that left heel high, drop it straight down on that carriage. One more series, press out, stretch. Yeah, feeling those abdominals stay engaged, just getting a nice length through that right hamstring. Last one. Bring that chest all the way up for little smalls. So as you flatten that spine, a little push with that left knee, and then just draw everything in. A little stretch with that hip flexor, and then lengthen, 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 lengthen. Feeling so relaxed. And then draw in. Great. Peel yourself down as you pick up that back knee. Step the right foot back. Left foot comes forward to the carriage. There you go. And then just heel toe it. Good. Squaring those hips. And then when you're ready, press straight out. Great. Peeling that back heel up on that shoulder block, drop that back knee straight down. You're gonna round forward one more and then just press out and stretch again, getting that nice length. Last one here. Lengthen that spine up nice and tall, almost like you're on those little fingertips. A little press with that right knee, and then draw in. Great job. So as you look in the mirror, you can see those collarbones widen. Last one. Nice. Peel yourself down as you push the hips up, and then you will gracefully step off the reformer. And that is match level 1 for the Peak MIT program.